The day the silence began. The day their mother died, the house did not cry. It only became quiet. Zainab noticed it first when she woke up and did not hear the familiar scrape of the broom against the concrete floor. Her mother always swept early, before the sun fully rose, before the neighbors stepped outside with their buckets and gossip. That sound, soft, rhythmic, had been the background music of Zainab's childhood. That morning, there was nothing. No smell of pap warming on the stove. No cough from the small bedroom where her mother slept. No voice calling, "Zainab, wake your sister." Zainab sat up slowly on the thin mattress she shared with 8-year-old Mariam. Her sister was still asleep, curled like a kitten, thumb pressed into her mouth. Zainab watched her for a moment, then stood up barefoot and walked toward their parents' room. The door was open. Her father sat on the edge of the bed, his shoulders bent in a way Zainab had never seen before. He was holding their mother's hand, though it lay stiff and cold on the mattress. Women filled the room, neighbors, aunties, people Zainab barely knew. Some were crying loudly. Others whispered prayers under their breath. Zainab did not understand what death looked like, but she understood that something was wrong. She stepped closer. "Daddy," she called softly. He did not answer. That was when someone gently pulled her away. Their mother, Amina, was buried that same afternoon. There was no money to wait, no money for ceremony, no money for proper mourning clothes. Zainab remembered the sun being too bright and the ground too hard as the men lowered her mother into the earth. Mariam clutched Zainab's wrapper and cried until her chest hurt. "Where is Mama going?" she kept asking. Zainab had no answer. Their father changed after that day. He still woke up early, still went to work as a roadside mechanic, still came home smelling of oil and dust. But his laughter disappeared. His eyes seemed to look through his daughters instead of at them. Sometimes, at night, Zainab heard him talking softly to no one. The house grew smaller without their mother. Food tasted different. Clothes stayed torn longer. Mariam stopped singing while bathing. Zainab learned to cook properly because nobody else would. At 14, she became careful, quiet, alert. Grief settled into the house like dust, slow, invisible, everywhere. The idea of a stepmother arrived one evening with a visitor. Zainab was washing plates outside when she heard unfamiliar laughter inside the house. A woman's voice, high, confident. Mariam peeked through the window. "She's pretty," Mariam whispered. Zainab did not reply. The woman's name was Felicia. She wore bright clothes and heavy perfume. Her hair was always neat. When she smiled at the girls, her lips stretched wide, but her eyes remained cold, measuring. "Your children are very quiet," Felicia said to their father. "They are well behaved," he replied quickly, as if defending them. Felicia nodded. "That is good." The marriage happened quickly. No one asked Zainab or Mariam how they felt. No one explained anything. One day, Felicia's bags appeared in the room their mother once slept in. Her voice replaced their mother's silence. At first, Felicia tried. She cooked rich meals for the first few weeks. She braided Mariam's hair. She even bought Zainab a second-hand dress and told neighbors she was raising them like her own. But kindness, Zainab learned, could be temporary. The change came quietly. Felicia stopped calling them by their names. "Girl," she would say. "Hey, you. Your mother's children." She began to separate food. Her own plate was full. Their father's was decent. The girls' portions grew smaller. "Children should not eat too much," Felicia said, "especially lazy ones." Zainab was never lazy. She swept, cooked, fetched water, washed clothes, helped Mariam with schoolwork. Still, Felicia found fault. "This house is dirty. You didn't wash properly. Is this how your useless mother trained you?" Zainab learned to swallow words. Their father noticed, sometimes. "Felicia, they are still children," he said once. Felicia laughed lightly. "I'm only correcting them. If I don't discipline them, who will?" And their father, tired and broken, let the matter rest. Mariam began to change too. She grew quieter. She jumped when called. She wet the bed again, something she had not done since she was 5. Felicia beat her for it, saying she was dirty like her mother. That night, Zainab held Mariam tightly and whispered promises she was not sure she could keep. "I will take care of you," she said. "I won't let anything happen." But the world was already moving against them. Their father fell ill during the rainy season. At first, it was a cough, then weakness, then days he could not rise from bed. Money vanished into medicine and hospital visits that did not help. One night, Zainab overheard Felicia speaking on the phone. "If he dies, those children must go," she said casually. "I can't carry another woman's burden." Zainab's hands shook so badly, she dropped the cup she was holding. Their father died 3 days later. There was no warning, no goodbye. Just a house filled with silence again, this time sharper, heavier, and far more dangerous. And this time, there would be no one left to protect them.